At the age of 7, everything changed. Not slowly, not over time, instantly. One moment, you were a child, running, laughing, living without fear. The next, you belonged to Sparta. No goodbye, no time to think, no second chance. You were taken from your family. And from that moment on, your life was no longer yours. Your mother didn't cry. She didn't try to stop them, because in Sparta, this was expected. This was honor. To raise a son who would become a warrior, because in Sparta, only the strong survived, and weakness was not just unwanted, it was unacceptable. This was the beginning of the agoge, but calling it training would be a mistake. This was not a school, not a place to learn, but a system designed to destroy everything you were and rebuild you into something else, something stronger, something colder, something unbreakable. The boys stood together, silent, still, trying to understand what was happening. Some were confused, some were afraid, but none of them said a word, because fear was the first thing Sparta removed, not by teaching, but by force. They were given almost nothing. No soft beds, no comfort, no warmth, just the ground beneath them. Cold, hard, unforgiving, and this was only the beginning. Food was limited, on purpose, because hunger was part of the training. They were told, if you are hungry, steal. But there was a rule, a brutal one. If you were caught, you would be punished. Not for stealing, but for being careless, for being weak. Days passed, slowly, painfully, and then weeks, then months, and something began to change. The boys spoke less, they laughed less, they felt less. They became sharper, stronger. Pain became normal. Bruises, cuts, exhaustion. It didn't matter, because complaining was not allowed. Showing weakness was not allowed. In Sparta, you endured. Fighting became everything. Every day, every moment, they trained, hand-to-hand combat, weapons. But the hardest part was not the fighting. It was control. Learning when to act and when to wait. Years passed, and the weak ones disappeared, quietly, without a trace, because Sparta remembered only one thing: strength. By the time they became men, they were no longer boys. They were warriors, forged by hardship, shaped by discipline, hardened by pain. And when the time came, they were ready. Ready to fight, ready to win, ready to die for Sparta.